Welcome to ABL Television once again. My name is Nana OSAG4. What a great show we have for you. And of course, my main man, the coach of all coaches, talking about Mr. Mahad Sahel, British Somali, who is a coach from Camden Town in London, United Kingdom. And touching his heart, this young man traveled to Somalia, saw these kids playing on the streets, street football I call it. He was so touched, opened up an orphanage under 17 Academy Football Club, a foundation in Somalia. And guess what? This particular talented 17-year-old Academy football are playing a global tournament in France. Would you believe it? Not the usual under 17 World Cup. I'm talking about talented under 17 academy playing in France. Some over 33 teams playing all across the world. And Somalia is representing, Ghana is representing, Nigeria is representing, so is Canada and Brazil and other countries. There has been a part 1 that was played in March, and there is a part 2 to allow the Muslim countries to get involved as well because of the Ramadan. And so this is just a gist. Let's go and speak to the man himself in the person of Mohammed Sahel. Mohammed, welcome. Mahad Sahel,
yes,
welcome. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for having me in ABL TV, and nice pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. This is a wonderful idea. So, I mean, going back to Somalia, and then you saw these kids, youth on the streets playing street football with all the dust, the hot sun, and you were so touched. This is amazing, amazing.
Yeah,
and before we continue, people would like to know, who is Mahad Sahel? Who is Mahad Sahel?
Yeah, thank you very much, Nani. My name is Mahad Sahel. As you say, I'm director of Nabada Academy in Somalia. And also, as well as I have football team Camden United in UK, different age group, under 14, under 16, under 13, and we have men as well. Let's come back for another academy is in Somalia, particularly in Mogadishu, capital of Somalia. That's where they're located.
All right. So the Nabada Football Youth Academy is in Mogadishu.
Correct.
Great stuff. And Mogadishu is the capital. A very popular name all over the news.
Yes.
Great stuff. So I mean, we are also very happy for you to come up with this idea. But how did you get the name Nabada? Why didn't you call the team Mahad or Sahel Football Academy and you called it Nabada?
Yeah, it's a good question. Thank you for asking me. Basically, Nabada means in Somalia peace.
Right.
And in Somalia, across Africa, we need peace. So, and as you know, Somalia, the last 30 years, there was civil war, this sort of things. So, football is a tool that bring community together. So that's the peace. My mind is like peace. I want to see everywhere peace among equality. So the name, peace, that's why I got Nabada.
Wow,
Peace.
that's a great name. Nabada means peace.
Yes.
So to those of you who can't speak Somali, anytime you want to talk about peace, the word is Nabada. Great stuff. So I've learned some Somali today.
Yes.
Nabada. Right. I could see my production crew teams are also laughing behind the cameras. Yes, they've also learned some Somali today. Great stuff. Yeah, so talking about Nabada Football Club, and you know, it must be a lot of money involved to really open the club and you know organize this youth out of you know the streets and stuff. Must be very expensive.
No,
How did you manage?
I know it's hard, but for me, all the time, I'm thinking about the young talent boys I saw them in Dushu. So that's what I'm thinking about. But financially, it's hard. But I hope in the future I'll get sponsors. So Marcos, who sponsor us, who's taking us 33, or it was originally was 63.
So who is this? Who is this Marcos?
So Marcos is the Brazilian legend, who's his academy. Andrew Marcos Baradinho. He's
he's called Marcos Baradinho.
Yeah, Baradinho.
So he's really organizing.
Well, his academy is run a long time. So now this year, Nabada, we are blessed to be participate this tournament in France.
Okay, so it means that this brilliant Brazilian guy, Marcos, has done very well to bring the world academies together to hold this tournament in France. As I said earlier, part 1 has already been done in March, and we have the part 2, and that is where Nabada is featuring. So will the other teams like Nigeria, Ghana, and the likes be featuring in part 1, or have they been featured in part 1 or be featuring in part 2?
So basically, some of the about 30 countries feature on the batch 1. Batch 2, Ghana is there. I'm sure Ghana is there. In Kenya, Ethiopia, and there's about 10-15 countries in Africa, mainly East Africa.
That's great.
So that's great. Batch 2.
Part 2. Okay, so which group is Nabada football in? How many groups for the part 2?
About batch 2, there's about 8 different age in groups, the A, B, C, or the up to 8.
Right.
So each group is like 4 teams. So Nabada is in group C with Iran, Canada, and Guinea.
Wow!
So
that is the group of death. Tough.
That's correct. Yeah.
So, are you sure you can compete in this tough group? The group of death, I call it.
Yes, we have.
You are very optimistic.
Yes, I'm so positive, and I'm sure we will reach the group stage, quarterfinal, semi-final, and a final, and bring the trophy in ABL in television.
Yeah. And I also understand Somalia won the Under-17 World Cup.
That's correct, yes. We won it recently in last year, end of last year, November, October, in Under-17 took place in Ethiopia.
Right.
And the first time ever, Under-17 Somali national team, we won that trophy. And a lot of international countries, they think, wow, these boys, where they been hiding? So 4 of my players
came from Academy,
come from Nabada, especially the striker, number 9 who scored, Abdurrahim, who scored the final game against South Sudan. 3 goals, 2 goals, very good. One of them he lobbed the keeper.
Wow, and that's coming from your team?
Yes.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we are speaking to Mahad Sahel, the founder, general manager, CEO of Nabada Youth Under-17 Academy. Yes, Academy Club. And so his team also, some of his players featured in the actual Under-17 World Cup, which Somalia won. You know, and people think when you talk about football, you don't hear of Somalia. They are coming after almost 30 years plus civil war. They've come to win the Under-17. This tells you that there's so much talent in there. So you the football world, watch out for Somalia. Somali. All right, so that means that they can even win this academy because the talent is there.
Yes, so many talents there.
Yeah.
And also recently, this month actually, there was another second African, that was East and Central Africa. Right. Now, because we won last year, end of the year, now Somalia moved to Algeria. Just recently, South Africa, they were taking place, Algeria hosted. So they were under-17. But unfortunately, this group, our group was it was Congo and Algeria, and who else was there? There was also Senegal. So unfortunately, we didn't go stage 2, but we played 3 games. We drew 1-1, and Congo, Senegal beat us 2-0, Algeria also beat us. So unfortunately, but we did well. We moved to next first time ever we qualified under-17 for in CAF. So under-17, that was a great achievement, and hopefully Nabada, the more to come from Nabada Academy.
Wow. So interesting, Nabada. So the name is Nabada Youth talents under 17. They'll be featuring in France tournament taking place this May. Make sure you watch them. ABL Television, your leading digital TV, 24/7 will be bringing you coverage. So make sure you log on ABL Television to watch those games indeed. And of course, as Mahad, Coach Mahad Sahel said, they are optimistic. They can win and bring the cup, even though they are in the group of death. That is Group C. They've got Iran, they've got Canada, they've got Guinea, and then there's Somalia, Nabada from Somalia. Wow, that is tough group. But who says they cannot? Of course, they can win. And we'll be here, we'll bring you the trophy, we'll showcase the trophy on ABL Television for you to admire Mahal, who is one of us, British Somali from Camden Town, and we'll be proud that yes, they've conquered the world. So Nabada Football Club is the name. Yes, so talking about Nabada Football Club and all that you've done, and then Marcos, the event organizer, who's been able to bring these academies to the global stage, the tournament being held in France with part 1 done and part 2. Great. Any dignitaries standing up so that this great idea will reach out to the global world? Have we got dignitaries coming to this event?
Oh yes, definitely. We have delegation for all over the world, worldwide. We got Ronaldo. We got.
Ronaldo is coming. Wow.
We got, one of the FIA coming. Also, we got in Theodore Henry. We got Ronaldo himself, who has carved himself from Brazil. We got Steven Gerrard. There's the more coming.
Also, they're all coming.
Yes.
What about FIFA and the CAF?
No. Also, the president of FIFA himself.
FIFA is coming.
Yeah, Valentino will come second week. So that's going to be biggest. And also,
but this is the biggest stage. I mean, what more do you need? Yeah.
What we need. My boys, they are really being trained so hard. They were dedication they have, and we looking forward to.
Sure.
Bringing the trophy.
Yes, and I'm sure we'll be seeing the future Messi, Pele, Maradona in one of them very, very in future. Yes. You know.
You got it. That's the idea. We have some talent.
Sure.
Boys who in the future we see that some Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
Wow, and we've got the FIFA president, we've got CAF leaders who come in there, we've got top world global sports personalities in the persons of Ronaldo and all these guys. Henry is coming. Oh my God. Steven Gerrard is also coming. This is huge. I mean, you've done well, you know, honestly, you've done very, very well. And I'm sure that with this global exposure, you get the necessary funding that can support you to also, you know, help establish more Nabada in Somalia. Any plans for more Nabada football academies in the rest of Somalia? Yeah,
definitely. That's the aim. That's the plan. That's a long-term plan.
Okay.
Long-term plan.
Right.
We want it to be in Academies, in Mogadishu, capital. There's other regions, but we want it in the long term. We want all of the Somali region, north, south, east, west.
Yeah.
And also with thanks to them in Marcos to give us enable to bring us. Also, he's the big man, is the boss, who's helping us enable to go to France, support us. Yeah. So in the future, not only that, Marcos is saw some talent in Africa, not just particularly Somalia, in Africa, as well as Nabada Academy.
Yes.
He saw this. So he want to see. Also, he want to see them. He request from FIFA each time the World Cup takes place. And the 70 World Cup take place.
Right.
So also we hope we get some funding for FIFA. Valentino will be there. So I'm so happy, so excited, looking forward to a big event.
I think this is big, and of course they will not just be there for being their sake. I'm sure they will put things together and how to help fund this global academies, and that's so good. And also I'm also of the view that the talent that might come through will be well nurtured, you know, with proper agreements and legal documents in place for everybody to be taken good care of and the right things done instead of abuse the system. So I think that is why they are all coming to make sure.
No, that's long time. Also, one thing they're doing is like they helping us in the resource, facility, because at the moment in Africa it's lack of facility.
Sure.
Like, we're not ground, where to play, the venue, all that. No, also all that. And we want they make sure FIFA want to, they're gonna go themselves to see what's happening on the ground, on their eyes. Also, Marcus is helping us all this talent. Also, Marco told me that we're getting a sponsor from Adidas, from Puma.
That's great.
Yeah, it's other more.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what is coming up at the moment. That's some of the, they're going to be there to see us, to see the director of the Nabada Academy, to see other African academies. And this I'm very optimistic. I'm looking for the future's bright. The future's orange.
Yeah, of course, the future is bright. If you've got the likes of sponsors such as Adidas and the rest, you've got FIFA, you've got Puma. Oh, come on, man, this is huge. You've done so well to even be parts of the events. That alone is a massive. You've done very, very well indeed. So, talking about this Nabada Football Club representing Somalia and the other things from the other world that are going, how has your preparation been in terms of flights from Somalia to France? How are you going to fund that?
Oh, at the moment, Marcos is helping us a bit of
that's
a little percentage of it. The rest of them, we come from myself. I have to support most of the players. Nabada, the orphans, no money. The parents are poor, and some of the parents they don't understand what football can do for you. They don't understand. So I'm supporting them also. In terms of the flight, the accommodation, all that, and also we have staff coming with them, the players. I'm not going to Somalia, I'm going from UK to France. So my coach, football coach, my assistant coach, my other team leader, they will bring from Somalia to Kenya. They're flying together from Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya together to France.
Wow.
So I look for this. I can't wait to see this big event. This one of the
dream. That must be hard work.
Different hard work. I've been lasted 3 months. I couldn't sleep very well, so because of the anxiety.
And then the phone call,
boys call me. Some of them. Is this true? Is it really? Some of the boys so excited when they hear France. I told them all the time. Not only that, they've been training so hard 4 times a day. I mean 4 days a week. They've been training football so hard. 3-4 hours. 8 in the morning, 5 in the morning. They call me my phone when I'm sleeping because we have time change here. Yeah. So really. So excited, me too as well.
Wow. So let me ask you this. Why is there any support coming from the Somali government? Is there a government in Somalia?
Yes, we have part of government, we have Minister of the Sport, we have those one.
Have you approached them?
Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe in the future.
In the future, that's what we want to. But at the moment, this is sort of like something coming. For me, I didn't have time. We were last 3 months. So I'm getting excited. You can understand what's the phone coming for the parents to understand. Some of the parents say, "Oh no, I don't want my son goes with you." So they don't understand what sport for them. So in the future, that's what we have to and go to Somalia minister. We have proper government, also Somalia, FIFA, Somalia particular. Those one we can approach them, we can talk to them, and they're gonna support us. And also not only that, Nabada at the moment is represented for Somalia as a national at the moment. But in the future, we'll be together. You never know where it goes. So we're hoping that support of Marcos, support in other countries or the audience. Hopefully, I'm going to ask a question to support us. We have, GoFundMe.com.
Yes, sir. So once again, you heard it first. On your favorite digital TV station, ABL TV, live 24/7, abltelevision.com. In one word, abltelevision.com. Okay, your leading digital TV, 247 TV. And of course, it's all about Nabada Football Club, the event that is taking place this May, all the way in France, with the manager of the Nabada Football Club of Somalia. Okay, and this is to do with the youth under 17 talent academy football. It's all about academy football, so know the difference. Youth under 17 academy football tournament. Okay, and that is taking place. And so you can check up on their website. I will be giving you the various details later on before we conclude. The website of Nabada Football Club, the website of the event, also the phone number of Mahad himself, and the email, and also there is a GoFund link that we also give to you to help support this great African team from East Africa, Nabada Youth Talented Academy Football Club, okay? And it was founded by our young man here from Camden Town who went to Somalia, and of course he saw the street football. He was so moved and decided to, launch this foundation of this academy. And now look at them. Within a couple of years, they were on their way to France for a tournament. And we've got FIFA president, and we've got CAF, we've got leading sports figures and personalities like Steven Gerrard and Ronaldo, Henry, Thierry Henry, and all the rest attending. This is just unique, unbelievable. And so once again, Mahad, we thank you so much. But I just don't want you to go quick, we've got more from you. So, as a matter of fact, what's your plans of opening more clubs in Somalia? Because you said this one is in Mogadishu.
Yeah, definitely.
What about the other parts of Somalia?
Yes, that's the long-term plan. We're going to be having those ones in different regions in Somalia. Because I've been other city, Mogadishu, they really look for. Not only that, I'm getting a phone call for other parts of Somalia.
Of the regions.
Yeah. They said,
so how many regions in Somalia then?
We had 18 regions.
18?
Yes.
Wow, and this particular Nabada is...
So far, in Mogadishu and 1 or 2 regions.
Okay.
6 regions, we've got another
so
15.
Imagine you cover the whole 15 regions.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the talent?
No, that's brilliant. Not only that, I'm hopeful for Somalia we are the talent. At the moment, even the worldwide, we don't see a lot of Somali players who come from East Africa. Not just only Somalia, East Africa. We see that most of them West Africa, North Africa. Yeah. But East Africa also we're quite good with long stamina, long run athletics. Yeah. But this time, we can show up the football. Something, this boy are skinny or they're not that good.
Yeah, but talking about even running, you yourself used to run a lot.
Yeah, of course. I used to run more far. Some people don't believe me.
You did run with more far?
I did,
wow.
Yes.
So
Yes,
you could be running
I could be there, but because circumstances, it didn't happen for me. But that was the missed opportunity. I mean, I say in talent.
So what, you used to beat Farah in races?
One of the occasions, I used to represent for Camden.
Really?
Camden in council. He was representing for Hounslow.
He was Hounslow.
Hounslow. One time, Hammersmith, West London, from North. So we had like 33 in local authority. All the competition when it happened like East break that were what they call a mini marathon.
Right.
We had mini marathon, smaller, 2 miles and a half. That's where we met, and really was a great guy. And one of the countries I've been in cross country in Campton, Palmer Hill. Yeah. I'm not sure if you heard that's really good. So I've been one of stages. So now when I see my kids, I say to them, I've been more far. I say, no, I don't believe you. My colleagues sometimes told them, how come? So I have to show them, but they picture together. And for me, that's how I started.
So you've been a sports person all your life. It's in the gene, the black.
It's the D. So that's
great.
Natural talent.
Yes, great. So that was a bit of a digression there, but it's all good. It's all about Mahad Sahel. And of course, talking about Nabada Football Club, representing Somali at the Global World Youth Under-17 Tournament event in France this May. It's all happening in Nabada. It's representing Somalia. They are in Group C, and Group C will be featuring Iran, Guinea, and Canada.
Correct.
Wow, I call it a group of the interesting. We'll all be watching, and we'll all be wishing you the very, very best. Very, very best. So, Mahad Sahel, what's your final word to the audience, the global audience watching us, and to the youth that are also interested in playing football?
Well, thank you very much first for having me. You are studio, ABN studio, television. I appreciate you giving me your time.
Right.
I much appreciate it. Second, also, I would like to audience to thank you very much for watching. Also, I ask request to support my GoFunding.com.
Yeah, give the GoFunding to them, yes. And then your phone number.
Also, my email is Mahad, first name M for mother, L for alpha, H for hotel, A for alpha, T for delta. Sahel, S for sugar, A for alpha, H for hotel, L for alpha, L for Lima, at hotmail.co.uk. And also my phone is 4479329 4487. So I'm really requesting. I'm really love you to support GoFundMe for our young talent in Nabada Academy. Also, anybody who's interested to join Nabada Academy, the door is open for you, and you can join in where all in the world. One day we're going to be all over the world. At the moment we're East Africa, Somalia. We're trying to reach a different region in Somalia. But later on we're going to go to Africa, so East Africa, West. You never know where it will take us. Yeah, one day. That's our aim.
Great.
So, So thank you very much for watching us. Thank you, appreciate your time, and hopefully you're gonna support us.
Yes, definitely we'll be looking to having the CAP, the Talented Under-17 Academy Football Club, CAP tournament from France, CAP, right here in the studios of ABL Television.com, one word, 247, favorite channel. Make sure you don't miss out. Super programs, your news items, your sports, interviews, and of course interjections on the current affairs programs with politicians and culture, including entertainment, right here on ABL Television. Once again, my name is Nana OSAG4. If you don't know, get to know, and keep it like right here. Have a pleasant day. And thank you for coming, Mahad Sahel.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
See you soon with the trophy.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.